Hello, my beautiful Virgos. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'm Jess, your Down to Earth Oracle, and this is going to be your general love tarot reading for February 1st through the 15th of 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. Take what messages are for you and leave the rest for someone else. If it does resonate with you, please be sure to like and subscribe. Buttons are down below, as well as join me over at the extended reading over at Patreon. Links are in the description box, which is also down below. Also in that box, you're going to find links to both my Instagram and Facebook pages where there are daily card draws, which is kind of exciting. But also you'll find my webpage where you can sign up for personal readings at this time. There's also some great stuff down there at Patreon as well. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm doing my regular love spread this time. It's really great. It's a lot of fun. There has been some beautiful, there we go. Oh, interesting. There's been some beautiful readings so far during this time period. I'm just going to take a few more. And I hope Mercury in retrograde has been treating you guys well. It's been really interesting with this full moon that's happening at the time during the recordings right now. I like it. So if everything on the table is our ego in psychology, right? Everything that's on the table, things that are on the surface, easily accessible, our regular drives, things like that. The bottom of the deck is our id in psychology. It's our hidden drives, our secrets, our can also be an alternative storyline or the energy of the persons that we're dealing with. And right now we've got the Six of Cups. And it's interesting because I'm getting like, you're really kind of stuck in the past lately. You're stuck really reminiscing. Like you're missing somebody is what I'm hearing. You're really, really missing someone. And it's interesting because it's bleeding over into this, into like what is affecting everything. Like you're trying really, really hard not to go look up this person. Like you're trying super, super hard not to go find them and not to go research and not to go spy on them. And good for you for not stalking. Stalking is not appropriate behavior. Like you're doing like really a good job of it, like, but it's taking a lot of energy, and it's because you miss this person. You really, really miss this person. Like you are sitting with regrets about them. Like you wish you had done things differently. Now it's interesting because, you know, the end result is the Hierophant. It's, you know, you're learning some really big lessons through this process. But it also, I'm getting as like, it's kind of like a leveling up of the relationship as well and learning lessons. So that being said, let's go ahead and find out what the in-between is. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So we do have the Emperor in the reverse, followed by the Ten of Swords, followed by the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I think like through this whole process, you are learning how to put yourself first. It's interesting. Like this has definitely been like a karmic lesson. You know, you're learning how to, wow, this is like huge. Like you're learning how not to manipulate this situation to turn out into your favor, Virgo. You are learning how to accept the ending of this cycle. You're learning how not to be manipulative. You are learning how not to control how everything has played out, and you are learning to walk away. And it sucks and it's painful and it is not easy to do, right? Like you are learning how not to be super strategic. You are learning how to accept that things are done, right? And it's difficult because, you know, in these situations, you know, when we're in these really difficult and perhaps not the healthiest of relationships, or perhaps when we love so deeply to someone, you know, it's hard to not want to retaliate, or it's hard to not want to pull those strings, right, that we know we can tug on to pull ourselves back into those relationships, right? Or you know what is going to, you know, re-escalate the situation. And I'm getting is that you're finally learning it. You're walking away from it all. And the thing is that it's throwing you through a loop because you're still not quite in a place of being able to put yourself first. in the situation. But like, this is just the start of it. This is just the start of that journey towards healing. But the thing is that it is going to put you in a place of leveling up and learning new ways of how to have healthier relationships, right? And the thing is that it's going to put you into this really super reflective place, and it's going to have you looking at all of the different types of relationships you've had. And the beautiful thing is that this is divinely guided. It's going to put you in a more balanced place. And that is beautiful. It's not easy. It's not easy to do at all, right? Especially since like you're used to being in charge. And I feel like this situation has really put you in a place where you aren't in charge. So you've got zero control over things. And that's the thing is you're having to accept and adjust that you don't have any control. You don't have any control. And you are learning how to sit with that, and you're learning how to let that divine light in that will lead you to a higher ascension without needing that control. So that being said, Virgo, I hope this resonates with you. It is not, it's not, sometimes you have to go through these really difficult transitions and these really difficult places of being, and this sorrow and this pain in order to level up so that you can be open and ready for the next big love and adventure that life can offer. And that's not easy. That's not easy. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. But it's always worth it. I promise you, it's always worth it. So that being said, if it resonates with you, I hope you'll come join me over at Patreon. We're going to do some deep diving and find out what's more going on for you and talk more about what is in store for you with this Hierophant at the outcome. So I hope to see you soon.